So I am still out on tour. As you can see, I'm in Mike Falzone's bedroom, childhood bedroom, as you can see by the Baywatch poster behind me. Classy. And by my lack of a voice, which is always fun. Lots of talking and laughing and being weird, and hence this is happening now. I actually think I'm gonna have to go to the doctor on the road, which is gonna be completely weird to have to schedule an appointment days before you get to a city and be like, oh yeah, I'm only here for the day, so fix me. We're talking about the first person who ever really broke our heart and what we learned from that. And this was a weird question for me because I feel like there are a few people that have broken my heart, whether they knew it or not. And I was like, who was the first person that really broke my heart? And it was this boy in college who I was friends with. I completely fell for. Such a fail. Like, he was a friend, and I just liked him more than I should have. And I read into things more than I should have. His girlfriend did not like me. Even though we were friends and nothing had ever happened and it was cool, she did not like me. And it made it very difficult to be friends with someone when their girlfriend doesn't trust you to be friends and treats you like the other woman, even though you're not. I'm like, I'm not even getting the benefits of being the other woman. Why am I being treated like this? And now he just married someone with my name, which is very weird. It's like the 19-year-old version of Megan. I think we'll always kind of have that little girl crush, love, whatever it was that I had in college. I thought he was the greatest thing ever. I thought he was amazing. And I was like, this is love. And I think in some ways it was, but I think it was more of love for who I thought he was and who I'd built him up in my mind to be, as opposed to who he actually was. Because he's a really good guy, but, no. Sometimes people just aren't in the same place and just don't feel the same things. It's really hard to be in a situation where you feel so strongly about someone and they affect you in such a way, and to have to realize that maybe you don't have that same effect on them. I think that's the worst. That's something that you have to learn, though, is that, you have to think of a good friend of yours of the opposite sex and imagine if they fell in love with you and how you would feel about that and how you couldn't force feeling a certain way that you didn't, you value them as a friend, you care about them, you love them, but you can't force that spark, that attraction, that magnetic everything that makes everything so good. And that's something that I've definitely learned, is that just because you feel a certain way and you feel like it's meant to be, you can't force it on someone else. Someone else might not feel the same way. And that's okay. And it sucks and it hurts, but at the end of the day, some people are just not meant to be together. Just like some people aren't meant to be friends. Some people just aren't meant to be together. Sometimes people come into your life, and regardless of how you feel, they're meant to be there, and they're meant to affect you in a certain way, and you're meant to go through certain experiences, but it's not always the experience that you want. And also, I walked away from that situation realizing that I never want to become someone that I'm not for a guy. Because I feel like it wasn't that I changed myself to make him like me, but I definitely was a quieter, more subdued version of who I really was. If someone can't be with me or doesn't want to be with me, with this crazy hair and this weird sleep schedule and the fact that I say horrible things all the time and sometimes I'm really loud about those things, you gotta like all of this. And that includes being physically attracted to this. That includes being emotionally attracted to this. Definitely don't change yourself for a boy. And don't be something that you're not because you think that in order to deserve another person, you need to meet a certain standard. Because you don't. Hopefully I get better and get home in the next 3 weeks. And then I'm moving in another 3 weeks. Oh my God, what is my life right now? What is my life? I love you all. And yeah, I'll talk to you girls soon. Can't wait to see your videos for this week and hear about the first person that broke your heart. I'm sure it's going to be great. And yeah, I love you.